coaster.
What's up YouTube, Crazy K-Fud bringing another video. I've got some Feline Frenzy action going on today. On maps you wouldn't really expect to be able to do well with a feline. I had a real good blast with this today. Like, a feline, I haven't used the feline in a very long time. Like, I decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a blast, see how I do. Rocking the brawler camo, which looks like there's blood splattered all over it. Very nice camo, but haven't got a lot for it. I've only got the reflex and the suppressor unlocked, but I only used the reflex, so this guy's got his one kitted out, so I got melted there by the laser feline. If you guys ain't tried the laser feline yet with point fire enhance, or even without point fire enhance, you know, it's a beast. So I recommend that. So yeah, I'm just using maneuverability, weapon pro and phantom. Like, no rapid fire. I don't really find you need it with this gun, like, unless you go and, you know, unless you really want to kill people stupidly quick. But turn on this guy, I'm weak as. This guy starts taking me out, jump, cloak, he stomps. I could have took him out, but then this guy with the bow gets me, so you're watching the kill cam, like, just skimmed the other guy. But kill cams on Williamsburg on PC are extremely broken for me. I'm not sure if that's the same for all games, you know, for everyone, but I find for me I have quite a shit experience with the kill cams on this map. But you know, kill cams in this game aren't really nothing to go by anyway. They give you a vague idea, but they ain't super accurate. So yeah, so I really find the weapon pro and phantom with this gun, you know, I find I can be very, very aggressive. You know, you'll see, like, I get relentless, and you know, I've got a couple of games here, like one's on Williamsburg and the other one's on Central Cavern, so two maps you wouldn't really expect to do well. But and this guy, like, I turned there like expecting to be able to like free hit him, but turns out they take 4 punches underwater for some reason. But keep jumping up and reloading my gun, waiting for this guy. So now I've got a clip in there, just jump up and spray and take him out. I mean, the team I was playing against, like, they had like, I would say it was matched as far as like level go. Like the two teams, like, we had 4 rebooters basically on each team, so it should have been, you know, it should have been a lot more talent. Like, we do sort of tear the team, like, tear it up on these couple of games, so I certainly do. Like, me and Dean both had really good games against these guys, like same lobby in 2 games. So look at that. Like, I do have some really clutch escapes as well, like this guy, getting away from him. Already got a gunship on the board. Come on, spray this guy. I just get unlucky here. I mean, I'll take this guy out, I'll get around the corner, and then, like, I'm sort of insta killed. But it is what it is. 12-3 off the bat like that, not a bad start. So yeah, I mean, the team we're playing against, there was 4 rebooters at least on their team, but I don't know whether they were just having off games or what. But yeah, they really didn't stand much of a chance. I mean, we were sort of really going at them hard. So I hate that about them windows. Like, it would be nice, like, to just run through them all, but sometimes, you know, you have to duck. But I was about to get a really nice feed here. I do still get a fair feed, but I get taken out. So that's 3. Start shooting that guy. I'll start shooting the other guy and shoot him, and then I just get shot in the back. But the same spot a little bit later on in the game, there's a really questionable death. But like you say, like, you'll see on my screen like what happened, and then you'll see, well, the kill cams, like I said, on this map are broken as fuck. But you know, really sort of tear it up, which is weird because, you know, we're playing against the same sort of odds. Like, me and Dean were in a couple of games before this, or like earlier on in the day, and like, it was weird. Like, we were playing the same sort of stuff, but it was a real deadlock between the two teams, like very sort of back and forth. But you know, similar sort of setup, and this time they're getting absolutely mollywopped. So I don't know whether a couple of key players they didn't really have on their team or what, but you know, I nearly have a really nice escape here, like through that little through that little nubby there, but just get taken out. Like there was too many people around me. I suppose one of them's going to get me, but you see there in a kill cam, like he's standing up frozen, so really weird. But yeah, using close quarters weapons on maps, you know, generally you'd see the Grendel and DSG on this map. Like they're the two guns that really dominate this map normally, but you know, able to use the Feline to quite good success here. I don't even know why I go for this guy. Just get a couple of hits on him and just, you know, just get a couple of the assist points. But like around this container area on 360 used to be like my favourite sort of place where all the action could go. Like you'd flush out the spawn on the far right side of the map or the far left side of the map. You know, you end up pushing them back to the whenever the spawns flip to the container yard. Like it can be some really intensive sort of escapes and battles there. So if you like Williamsburg, you know, I understand why. Like sometimes it can just be a massive sort of sniper fest, but other times it can be really sort of fast paced and, you know, crazy, if you will. But just get unlucky around here, I think. Well, no, I'll spray that guy down. He weren't even shooting back. I don't really know what he was doing, but alright, I'll get a nice crisp shot on this guy on the top of here. I mean, it was an easy pick really, but and this guy, you know, is complete foul. Like, oh, I don't know, I couldn't see him in cloak. I just started pre-firing it and I just got took out. But you know, I'm not really too bothered about that considering how well our team's doing. So I'm not sure really. Like the spawn, it looks like they're going to clear that spawn out. So I was going to put it on the containers, but I dropped it there anyway. But realistically, I should have probably put it on the container yard because, you know, my whole team's over that end and the spawns would have flipped. So I don't manage to pick up a kill with it. But it's actually the only map, I think, this map, like, it's the only map I've ever on 360 anyway got like a 6-piece with an orbital. Like this is it. Like I was behind him, but I don't know. I mean, the kill cams, like me, like I say, they're broken anyway, but I was well behind him then, he was pushing me back, but never mind. Like, when the spawns flip, like where I've just come out of that spawn, like I dropped a gamma there once, when the whole team wiped out. They all spawned, and like, I just got a 6-man fear. It's pretty nice, but pretty intense battle around this guy, around here. Like, this guy's coming up through there. Start spraying him. He jumps down, I jump over, spray. Jump down, reload. Like really aggressive with the Feline, but I haven't even got extended mags yet. Like, so with extended mags you get 90 in the clip, so you can be, you know, you can be super up in people's faces. You know, you get a lot of close quarters sort of psychos and stuff. I mean, if you don't like the Phantom, like I find in close quarters, for me it gives me such an advantage over the other players. You know, like I say, it's my favourite sort of perk setup. But there we go, first game, 33-7. 9 assists. Come to the next game now. At the start here, like, I don't know how I died. Like, they're everywhere. Literally, I've just rushed into their spawn here. Like, I thought that guy was going to drop. Like, I got 93 assists on him, but there's just people everywhere. And I, you know, just jumping about in armor and not even getting hit once. Like, I didn't really know what's going on. Like, I don't think a couple of guys were even playing, but just get unlucky there. The guy just takes me out with a shotgun, but he's using Phantom as well. Like, you know, like I used to see back when this game was sort of fresh, and I used to see a fair amount of people use Phantom because it was like a lot of Crisis 2 veterans. You know, like they're all coming off Crisis 2 and they're starting at Crisis 3, and they want that stealth enhance. But I don't really. I know I keep running on about Phantom, but you really don't see a lot of use, and it's really underrated. Like, which I don't mind. Like, I'll stick to being one of the only people that uses it, but like, see, I can have some pretty sick escapes using it. So, you know, you could lose the Phantom for armor transfer. You know, Weapon Pro armor transfer, very solid setup, especially if you're running in people's faces all the time. But I find, well, you know, that's another very good class there. But just track this guy on the radar. I mean, he didn't really know what was going on there, but teams everywhere, like teams all they just can't get they can't catch a break, like they can't get no map control. But you know, I end up getting a couple of max hits in this game, so they just they just didn't have a good time really. Well, I know afterwards we played a Skyline game after this, but I won't upload it because it was just a complete sort of noob stomp. Like the other team, there was like maybe one guy on the other team that was any good, so you know, it's just pure like none of them were rebooted at all. None of them really knew what they were doing, so that was just a complete raping session. But this guy is taken out by someone else. Come around here. I think someone's down here. I don't know what's going on. Like I can see a little red dot on my radar, but just stand there and cloak. So another guy just sitting here with a sniper. So that was a pretty easy max suit. This guy with the Typhoon, he's having fun. He just turns around and gets a nice double kill on me and Dean there. But as you can see, like they're all pretty, you know, they've all got pretty a high amount of reboots on their team. So it's not a case of a complete noob stomp. You know, there was competition in the game. It's just, I don't know, they just couldn't catch a break, I suppose. Take out the guy that naded me, activate my max suit. I'm just running through the enemy at the moment. Like that's a triple kill there. Pick up another one. Like he didn't. Like a lot of players don't really know, like to start with, like what a max suit is. Like a couple of more experienced players will, but this guy just tries to cloak him and I punch him out. But a lot of the experienced players will like they'll either run away or they'll shoot you to draw their attention away from, like, you know, if you start getting shot at because you're invincible basically, or you know, you just turn around and go, oh, I'll have you, but you know, don't always come off that way. Guy with the Typhoon just sprays me out. You know, I love that gun, but one thing I find with that gun, you don't really get enough ammo, so I normally run that with expanded arsenal and weapon pro. So let me know what you think about the video quality, by the way, guys. Like I do record in full 1080p 60 FPS now, so let me know how it comes across, like as far as the video fidelity, and you know, obviously I've got all my settings on low apart from the textures because this game looks so good without it, so I want maximum frame rate really. But this guy, well, I don't even know what he was doing really, but like, check that feed out. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this. I used the K-Volt, but I hadn't used the Feline in such a long time. Like on 360, I went through and I got every weapon dog tag. So Feline was pretty much one of the first on the list for me to do. Like I've done them all in order. Like I've got a thing about doing that. Like I do it on Battlefield as well. Like do all the guns in order. But yeah, I hadn't picked up the gun in a very long time. So I had a lot of fun with it. Very critical here. Just get my arm back, scrape that on. I can see this guy's chasing me, so I just turned around. He still thinks I'm running off, but he's got a Typhoon. Like if he hit his shots with that Typhoon, like I would have been melted. Like Typhoon will I say easily, it will out damage the Feline in close quarters. You know, it's a bit of a close battle between the two, but you know, just punch that guy in the face from the second max suit. You know, you see like a whole team's just charging around. Like it's how I remember it back on the 360 days. Like you go on 360 and there's like barely any rebooters in a lot of lobbies. Like I know things on PS3 are apparently different. Like there's a bit more competition there, but I used to just literally stomp through everyone on that game. But you know, that guy just snipes me. But like I used to go on in like say the mid afternoon or whatever. There'd be like 100 players online. I'd start playing and like I'd just clear every lobby out. So like in a couple of hours a game, and like the whole lobby was gone, and I'd have to go and play something else. Wait for everyone to come back into the game. But you know, just on maximum hit fire at the moment. This guy's duking me out a bit. Like I'm tracking him, but I don't. You know, drawing don't work on a max suit, buddy. It's coming up to the end of the game, so I just threw the radar up so everyone else can get some kills. Come on here, punch this guy out. Just jump down here and take another guy out. I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. I hope you really enjoy what you see so far on the channel. But that's it, final kill there. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is me, Crazy K-Fud. I'll see you in the next one.